Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Misha Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within.
Can I just tell you that I honestly don't know what the hell I'm doing? I truly, at this point in my life, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm literally, I wrote down, doing my nightly inventory, resentments, fears, all these things. Where was I selfish, dishonest? Was I kind and loving towards all? Yes, I was. Who do I need to talk to? Or what do I need to discuss with someone immediately? So I've got my mentor. What did I need to discuss with him immediately? We have a standing call once a week, so that's immediately. So it'll be a few days from now, but chicks, man, chicks. That's what I need to talk to him about. Chicks. I was just sitting here thinking, and this is going to be way too much information. After the last girlfriend I had, which we broke up back in November, right before Thanksgiving. And actually, we were just friends. We were trying to be friends, but I guess we broke up from being friends. But I have really just been off the market completely and kind of liking it. And, but now and then I'm like, what the hell? Like, what am I even doing there? I don't know. Like, I wonder, will I ever date again? Will I be compelled other than a random, the girl that I would see walking cross paths, which I was going to do an episode on that. Did I ever do that? It was going to be, what happened to the girl? Remember I was talking about that girl? I was all excited. I got her phone number. Well, I wrote down in my notes for an idea for an episode or to update you. Wah, wah, wah. It went nowhere, but that's okay. I tried. I might have already talked about this. Oh, here it is. I found it. Update on the girl. Wah, wah, wah. But it was fun to get a phone number. A friend told me, did I talk about all that? I think I did. Holy mackerel. See, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I did already talk about that. Sorry. You got to hear about it anyway. But I was like, man, I spent all this money. Right now in this moment, I'm like, I've spent all this money on this coaching program. I do have a podcast out of it. Hey, I got a podcast out of it. But in this moment, I feel like, yeah, me and everybody and their brother and their dog has a podcast. I was actually laughing about this with a friend the other morning. And he said, yeah, and their cat. Everybody and their brother and their dog and their cat has a podcast right now. It's ridiculous. But I'll keep at it. But yeah, just in this moment, as I was hunting for more influencers to get on my summit, I had a moment of financial insecurity. Like, just, what the hell am I doing? And what am I going to do with my life? I interviewed my good friend, Meg Gibbs, today. She was one of the four of us, myself, Meg, Jess, Jess Beers and Greg Beckett, who were in the Kyle C's Flow group. And we were talking about how we just don't know what we're doing with our lives. Although she seems to be on a good path. And I was saying, yeah, I'm going to be in my deathbed. Like, what am I going to do with my life? Anyhow, a touch of financial insecurity as my outflows are much more than my inflows, and they have been for a little bit. What else can I say? I looked up the word remitted today, and oh my God, longest definition in the world. I might as well just get to that. Remitted, it's a verb. 1A, to lay aside a mood or disposition, partly or wholly. To lay aside partly or wholly. And then in the brackets, it has a mood or disposition. To 1B, to desist from an activity. So I was like, desist. I better look up desist. Desist is a verb as well. To cease, to proceed or act. So remitted, to cease, to proceed or act from an activity. 1C, and I love this of remitted, the Webster definition, 1C of remitted. To let, quote, attention or diligence slacken, colon, relax. Oh, I love that. So good. I was like, oh my God. I was not sleeping well for a bit. I think I talked about that on a couple episodes. And my mentor, John, was like, it's stress. I was like, holy crap, is that what's keeping me up? Stress from the summit. I just thought that was the funniest goddamn thing. That I'm paying for this stress too. And so when I remitted 1C, to let attention or diligence slacken, relax. I'm like, oh my God. To let my diligence towards something or my attention towards something slacken. Hey, bro, why don't you just relax? That is what relaxing is. I love that. 2A, to release from the guilt or penalty of, to release from the guilt or penalty of, remit sins. To remit sins. 2B, to refrain from, what is that? I can't read my own writing. I hate it when I do this. I'm sorry. I imagine you do too. Oh, to refrain from exacting. So remit attacks, to refrain from exacting. And it continues on. However, I had notes between now and then on other stuff I could have talked about. But here we go. 2C, to cancel or refrain from inflicting. Remit the penalty. 2D, to give relief from suffering. To give relief from suffering. Isn't remitted the best word ever? Or remit, excuse me. Remitted. 3, to submit or refer for consideration. I put a smiley face. Judgment, decision, or action. To submit or refer for consideration, judgment, decision, or action. I hope you're listening to this as you're going to bed, and my soothing voice reading definitions to you is putting you to sleep. Or it's getting you excited for your day at the office. 4, to restore or consign to a former status or condition. Remit, to restore or consign to a former status or condition. 5, postpone, defer. I kind of like that one. Remit. Oh, and then of course, as we all know, to send money to a person or place, especially in payment of a demand, account, or draft. And what I found fascinating about this definition is that's what I always thought of as remit. I kind of subconsciously knew all 1 through 5, but I always thought of it in the form of money. Okay, it goes on, by the way. Here it is an intransitive verb. I was so bad at English in high school. This intransitive verbs, conjugative verbs, whatever, all this stuff. I was horrible at all that stuff. Horrible. I still don't know. So I looked up intransitive, and that means not transitive. What a surprise. Didn't do anything for me. I have no idea what an intransitive verb is. But here you go. 1A. To abate in force or intensity. Moderate. And again, I forgot what the word I was talking about. Oh, remitted. To abate, 1B, to abate symptoms as of a disease for a period. Oh, that's pretty good. Remit, to abate symptoms for a period. The intransitive verb, 1B. 2, to send money as in payment. Noun. Here we go. This is what you've all been waiting for. The noun definition of remit/remitted. British. Here it is in British terms. An area of responsibility, or authority, usually singular. The problem was outside, beyond our remit. How about that? The British. Go drop that in. Go take a jaunt over to Britain and drop remit. You would probably. I don't know where I was going to go with that. 2, an act of remitting. 3, something remitted to another person or authority. You know what? I was going to do the full episode on just remit, but I thought there's no way I'd have enough time. But looking at the clock, that was a good 6, 7, 8 minutes. That's amazing. I could literally just loosely riff on the definition of a word. That's all I've got for you, people. I just wanted to record an episode. How about this for an ending? That's all I've got for you, people. That's all I've got for you, people. Good night.
Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.